fight. So he signed what I signed. He signed a real fight, and I signed a real fight. And he got his advance. So there's no reason to make excuses of that. He signed a real fight, and he got his advance. So then now makes excuses. No.
I heard it so many times. You hear so many guys say, "I'm gonna beat Floyd. I'm gonna beat Floyd. I'm gonna beat Floyd." Well, we can go out there and he can do good for all 3 rounds. I'll still be 50-0 because it don't count. You know, when it's for all the marbles. If it's really for all the marbles, then y'all know what I can do.
Push yourself in training. Not only just training, but hard work. That's boxing. Because very important is stamina.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao come face-to-face in a heated press conference for their highly anticipated rematch. Both fighters look confident, focused, and ready to deliver an unforgettable war for fans around the world.
Everything on my terms. And you look at so many champions, they can barely walk, they can barely talk. So that's not cool. The name of the game is to hit and not get hit. The less you get hit, the longer you last. And I want to keep everything. Your mind, the mind is a terrible thing. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. And I need this so I can continue to make smart investments and take.
Manny Pacquiao reveals his brutal training routine, completing up to 30 to 36 rounds daily alongside intense running sessions, proving his discipline, stamina, and hunger to stay at the top.
All things is difficult when you push extra mile. Like the way you run, the way you hard work at the gym. Everything is hard when you give more extra effort and pushing yourself to the limit. So that's training. That's hard work. If you ask me, as a boxer, I don't need somebody to push me to work hard, work more. But I do. I did. I was put that in my mind when I'm in training. I have to do extra mile to get that condition. Like, for example, at my fight is 12 rounds, so I'm doing 30 rounds at least.
Manny Pacquiao makes it clear he never backs down from a challenge. He steps into the toughest fights, always aiming to give fans action-packed performances every time he enters the ring.
My inspiration, give a good entertainment to the fans. Every fight, I always consider that it's gonna be a fight of toe-to-toe. Not running around like that. Fight is a fight. You have to be ready, you have to be 100% condition, your stamina. Everything flat.
Manny Pacquiao says his motivation is still strong. He believes his body has more to offer and remains confident in competing at the highest level.
The reason why I came back in boxing because I realized that I can still fight. I still have that passion, I still have that speed. I'm blessed by God.
Feels good, Manny, or what?
You feel good. Nice to be back. I feel happiness in my heart that I can come back here for.
Manny Pacquiao admits that while he's still powerful, age has changed things. He now focuses more on rest and recovery to maintain peak performance.
When I work out, like.
What do you think like the biggest change is right now at 46 versus when you were younger?
The biggest changes that we have in training camp is like, we listen to the body. Like, sometimes our mind is like push, go. But there's a time that the body, I need rest, I need recover. So the recovery, that's the question. So I have to feel my body to give recovery, to give time to recover. If I can push more, then I will push. But if my body is saying, oh no, you have to.
Teddy Atlas breaks it down, saying Floyd Mayweather Jr. has always been naturally healthy, while Manny Pacquiao has stayed more active, making this matchup extremely even.
Recently, and yeah, Mayweather's fresher, but inactivity could affect his timing, especially early in the fight. So Next one, power. Well, the guy who's always been the naturally better puncher, not the naturally bigger guy though, so that equals it out a little bit, evens it out. The naturally bigger guy is Mayweather, but the natural puncher was always Pacquiao. He gets a check. Speed, who gets the edge there? Well, Mayweather always fast, always smooth, always fluid. And Pacquiao, I mean, tremendous hand and feet speed, foot speed. I give them both the check, no advantage. Defense, well, the forte and the reason he could fight so long for Mayweather has always been, he's been a wizard. He's been a defensive magician in the ring. I mean, Pacquiao gets hit more, but, you know, he's a good defensive fighter. He's been great, but...
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is locked in, training hard with full focus and discipline, sharpening both his physical and mental game for another elite-level performance.
Mixing it up. My style is a money style. Oh, no.
Manny Pacquiao shows off his elite footwork, blending speed, balance, and precision while controlling the ring and constantly pressuring his opponent with smooth angles. Andre Ward defends Floyd Mayweather Jr., calling out critics for ignoring his greatness. He highlights Floyd's dominance, discipline, and massive impact on boxing, both inside and outside the ring.
I'ma just go back to Floyd Mayweather stating that he's gonna continue to campaign and come back to the sport as a whole. I'm torn on this. Anybody that has followed me, they know that I'm a big Floyd Mayweather fan as a boxer. I've taken a lot from Floyd Mayweather. I've shouted Floyd Mayweather out. I've defended Floyd Mayweather in terms of how commentators and media members have treated him throughout the years. Even though Floyd Mayweather is responsible for giving y'all a lot of free lunches at these media events to promote fights, the week of the fight, months before the fight, during the promo tour, Floyd Mayweather is responsible for y'all getting media credentialed at these big fights and getting these free lunches and being a part of a big event. But for years, I've heard people only talk about what Floyd...
Max Kellerman exposes the harsh reality of boxing. Fighters dedicate their entire lives to the sport, yet many are forgotten once their prime ends. He warns that success is temporary, and fighters must prepare for life beyond the ring.
3 fights that's coming up. Floyd Mayweather, Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather. I think the guy's from Greece or something like that. What do you feel about great champions doing these kind of fights as well? Or just these kind of fights that's going on?
They need money.
Damn.
Yeah, when you need money. This is the problem with boxing. You think about financial literacy, right? And you talk about like NFL players or NBA players. There's support systems for those dudes. There's nothing like that for fighters. They got to figure it out all themselves. And if you're a fighter, that means you did not have options.
Right.
Yeah. It's not like basketball or football. If you could, like, by the way, football players couldn't play basketball or they play basketball. It's a better deal, right? That's if you can, you do. And boxers couldn't do either one of those things, right? They're too small or they got hurt, whatever it is. And so you're dealing with a section of our world that is